everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, then hi, my name is Caitlin. Welcome. And today I'm going to be frankening a few bits and bobs. You guys know I always love frankening, especially when it comes to my project pans. So if you're a follower of my channel, you will see I have two Pan That palettes. I have my Pan That eyeshadow palette for this year and also my Pan That face palette. I have a blush which has been in my rolling project pan, and also my Pan That palette from a few years ago, which is my Soph X Revolution palette. So we're going to be working on these today. I do have a little bit of a plan. We are just over halfway through the year and I'm trying to finish or get to kind of as close to finishing as possible with these two, and I just think frankening a few things, making them a little bit new, will give me the motivation that I need to do that. So if you don't know about frankening, you must be new here because I've done a few videos before about frankening. It is really, really fun. It is really, really satisfying. So definitely stick around if you're curious. But just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. I do so many project pans, shop my stashes, and get ready with me's. Normally with bright, fun, colourful makeup, but of course you can't see my makeup today. You don't really need to, it's okay. I am done up though, I promise. Alright then, so first of all, I think I'm gonna work on the cheek stuff. So I'm gonna move these to the side. By the way, this is my mic stand, so please ignore that. I need to speak into a mic and it's kind of difficult with the overlay videos. I'm going to franken these two together. I'm really, really excited because now that means that I don't have to work on two blushes at a time. I can just franken these two together and make one blush. So a few people have recommended me doing this for a while, and I don't know, I just felt like I was too attached to my pans, you know what I mean? And I just I didn't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. This hurts me. This hurts my soul. So this blush that I am currently destroying is two eyeshadows from the Soph X Revolution palette, which we're also working on today. It is Strawberry Sweets and Festive Flame, I'm pretty sure, the bright pink and the bright orange. I frankened these together because I knew I wasn't going to use those shades as eyeshadow, and I probably would use them as a blush, which as you can see, I have done. This is a very, very kind of reddy toned blush. It is quite bright, quite vibrant, so I think my Beauty Bay blush will actually be better once it's mixed in because it will tone it down a little bit. It will make it a little bit more everyday. So yeah, we'll see. So if you're new to frankening, you've just got to make all of the kind of bumps and lumps and bits as smooth as humanly possible and bring everything into the center. Okay, so that is as smooth, I think, as we're gonna get it. I don't really want to be sat here all day. So this is gonna hurt me putting this in it because this I have worked so hard on. Oh, and I really wanted to finish it while it was in this packaging, but I'm getting really tired of alternating between the two. I'd rather just franken them all together and then just finish them that way. So this is really sad for me. Okay, are we ready? Oh, you can tell we have not got that much left in here. Oh, this makes me sad, but it's for the best. It's for the best. Yeah, this product was even thinner than I think I originally thought. So we really don't have that much product at all in here. So I'm just gonna pop it in here. And yeah, this is it for the Beauty Bay Peachy Blush. This is all just product that's kind of stuck to the pan. I will clean that out in a minute because I do have plans for this packaging, but I'm just gonna mix these up and hopefully they make a really beautiful blush color. Obviously the original blush that was in this Huda palette, it was made of two eyeshadows like I said, so it's probably going to be a lot more pigmented than the Beauty Bay blush, but you know what, that's fine by me. I really do think I'm gonna thank myself for doing this, even though it's a little bit painful at this moment, just because I've worked so hard on these pans and now I'm just covering them up. But it's going to be so much easier just having one blush to work on instead of, as I said, alternating between two, because now I can just put all of my focus in on this and I don't have to worry about it. Okay, before I put the alcohol in, I'm just going to try and get everything in the center if I can, because that was a mistake I made with the original Franken in this palette. Everything was kind of gathered at the sides, so I want everything to be pretty central for this one. All right, so I have my rubbing alcohol in this little pipette container here, and I'm just gonna go for it, really. Added it in, and then I'm gonna mix it up. I might need quite a bit more, actually. Okay, so it's all like a paste, so I'm gonna try and get everything back into the center. It's a little bit hard because it's all sticky. So I've got my paper and I'm gonna just press this down. I don't want it to be too firmly pressed just because I would like to finish it this year, but I also don't want it like super, super, super loose. So I'm kind of trying to find a good balance. So that's what it's looking like. Pretty messy, but that's okay. So yeah, we're definitely going to be able to finish that by the end of the year. There's not that much product in there. I think now that I'm able to work on it every day consistently, it'll be more than fine. Now I'm going to speed through doing the bronzer topper just because I kind of walked you through the blush if you didn't really know what panning and frankening was. So yeah, enjoy this little sped up montage. Okay, so I've just finished the bronzer. It's a bit messy, like I said, but I can clean that up. It's all right. I'm going to leave them to dry now. And that is my new face palette. Yeah, they're going to be a lot easier to use. So I'm excited to leave this to dry and then clean it up in a bit. All right, so I'm going to move on to my Sofx Revolution palette now. I'm going to do two things with this, I think. Okay, so first of all, I think I want to mix these two shades together. This is Rosewood and Mug Cakes, and as you can see, they are very, very similar shades. They are just like this brownie kind of shade. I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna Franken these together. So Cypress Umber from my Pan That eyeshadow palette is a very similar shade to this, and it's almost done. To be honest, I've nearly finished Cypress Umber, so this is going to be the shade that I kind of work on after that as like a brow shade. I don't really know why there were two very similar dark brown mattes in this palette, so I'm just going to do the very similar thing. I'm just going to crush it up a little bit. I wasn't sure if both of these were going to fit in here, but I think they're fine actually. I didn't put a piece of paper underneath. I probably should have done that. Whoopsie. Oh well. Okay, I just tried to even that out as best I could, so I'm just gonna press down. Oh, I actually have my little press, so that'll come in handy. This is my eyeshadow. It's definitely not perfect, but you know what? It's better than it was. I'm able to actually just use it now. Hopefully use it up very, very soon when Cypress Umber is done. It is something that I've wanted to do for ages, so that is also on the pile. I am also gonna Franken Fairy Lights, which is this kind of white shade. I'm trying to finish this as well, but it's kind of difficult because the product is getting so like close to the edges now. So I'm just gonna say, you know what? Let's just Franken this. We're here. We may as well. It's also quite a strange consistency, this shade. It's like really, really dense. So hopefully frankening it might help that as well. And I learnt my lesson and I put some paper down this time. Okay, there really isn't much of this left, which is pretty exciting. I never realize how little product I have left until it's time to franken it. And then, yeah, I kind of realize, oh, wow, we don't have much at all. Okay, for this one, I'm again going to try and get everything in the center. Okay, I think that's kind of as good as we're going to get. It is really, really thin in this pan here. That's going to be gone within a month, guaranteed. I was not expecting that, actually. That's really exciting. Okay, so finally, I think, is my Modern Renaissance palette. I'm going to move this because it's throwing my lighting away. Okay, so my Modern Renaissance, I'm going to do this with as little spoilers as humanly possible. So I'm going to cover this side here. I know it's kind of weird, kind of annoying, but you know what? I got to protect it, okay? So I've been saying forever that I want to franken raw sienna and Venetian red together to make a blush. And I'm actually going to pop it in this blush container, but I'm not going to work on it this year. I'm going to work on finishing my Pan That Face palette blush, and then I'm probably going to work on this after that. So I am going to, what am I going to do? I'm just going to scrape raw sienna and Venetian red out onto this piece of paper, and yeah, we'll take it from there. Can you see the rust in that? It looks like there's still an eyeshadow in it. That's so gross. And then Venetian red is going in as well. Okay, my camera stopped recording. I'm not too sure where, but this is Venetian red and raw sienna mixed together. I was just saying, I think I may have to add a little bit of a lighter shade in there as well, just because these two shades are quite dark and I am very, very, very pale. So if this is going to be a blush for me, it's gonna need a little bit of lightening up, I think. I'm actually so excited that I'm getting to do this now, because every single Pan That Palette update I keep saying, yeah, just skip these, I'm gonna franken them eventually, and now I'm doing it. I don't have to say that anymore. This is definitely looking a lot more like a bronzer than a blush, so I'm a bit nervous. Let's see. Yeah, it's very bronzy. I'm just looking through my single eyeshadow collection. I do have quite a few like pink shades, and I know that I'm not going to be like panning like a bunch of pink shades. I might pop this like really vibrant pink in there, just like the tiniest bit, just to make it a little bit more pink instead of brown. So that's all I'm gonna do right now, and I'm gonna mix those together. Oh, that's a lot better actually. So hopefully you can see the differences there. I think I want to add the tiniest bit of this. This is Revolution 32, just to kind of lighten it a tiny bit, just because it is really dark at the moment. I don't think I want it quite that dark, so I'm just gonna mix that in as well. I'm kind of realizing that this is a lot of products as well. We've added obviously 2 eyeshadows and scrapings of like another 2 as well, so yeah, this is gonna be a project to finish up. This is probably gonna be the blush I try and finish up after my Pan That Face palette's done. And as I said, I do think my Pan That Face palette will be done, I don't know, October, November time, maybe? I mean, the blush in that, not the whole thing. Yeah, I definitely like that a lot more. So you can see the 3 shades there. Okay, so I just cleaned this compact with micellar water and rubbing alcohol. It is pretty much good as new. So this is where this new home is going to be. This is just what I love about frankening. Like, you can make anything. We got it in. Step 1 done. This does look really, really dark. I'm a little bit nervous, but if it does come out like way too dark, then I'll just add some more light shades to it. It should be fine. Okay, that really doesn't look like much at all, actually. Now that it's all like gooped up, it's looking okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna press it down. I'm not really too concerned with like how it looks. I just want it kind of frankened and like popped in there. Oh no, that is really, really, really dark. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And my desk is such a mess as well. Okay. So this is what it looks like. I'm a little bit worried. Hopefully it does like pale up a bit, because that's the swatch of it. Hopefully it kind of lightens up when it dries. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it'll be fine. There is like little bits of like pigment in it where it hasn't quite mixed with the other shades we put in. That's okay. I'm not after perfection. So yeah, I need to clean up. Let me clean up, and then I think that's all I've needed to do. So yeah, I'll see you in a second. All right, so we have done. I've done everything that I wanted to. Is that a spillage? Hang on. There we go. Done. Yeah, I've done everything that I wanted to. There's definitely not much product in this fairy light shade I'm really happy about. This dark brown eyeshadow might be done by the end of the year. It kind of depends on Cypress Umber and a few other things. I'm very apprehensive about this blush. It is very dark. I'm very happy with my Pan That palette. We're looking good. Oh, I've needed to do this for a while, and I'm very glad that I've finally sat down and done it. I always love frankening things. I think frankening is so fun. Yeah, I like being creative. I like being able to finish things with ease and without stress. So yeah, that's why I do this, and you never know what you can create. You could create a brand new favorite eyeshadow. So this is it, guys. This is where I'm gonna love you and leave you. I hope you did have an amazing day. If you did enjoy this video, definitely like and subscribe, because it would mean the world to me. I do this every so often. I'd say every like 4-ish months. I just kind of like to franken things and make it easier on myself for my project panning little journey. So yeah, I'm gonna pop off, and I will see you tomorrow for a new video. Bye!